Hopefully everybody can hear me okay, because I had a little bit of technical difficulty this evening we had some new Wi-Fi stuff installed today at our house, and so it threw me off. I didn't think about setting up my computer. So I know there's one other person on the call with me here. Heather, if you are on, then I have messaged you the login pin for the host number, so you should be able to get on there too. Sorry about that oversight. For the rest of us who are joining in tonight, welcome to our Builders Roundtable for January 20th. I am Melissa Edens. I'm a silver leader with the Essentially Curious team. Hopefully joining me soon is my partner in chat, Heather Esty, and she is another silver leader that I do some various cross-line work things with. I am mama to 6 kids, and they're all homeschooled, and so 3 everybody in the best health that they could be. I was pregnant with our 6th through most of that first year. And so for me, discovering that I could work from home and give my husband the chance to be home and work on working and building a business of his own was kind of icing on the cake. It's been a real blessing. So I really hope, and I know that Heather is with me on this, I hope and pray that our Wednesday night calls bless you and help you grow as well. So hopefully you are gaining from this every bit as much as we are in presenting them. So first up, we're going to hit on our January promos. January, we've had a 4th level added, so listen for that in just a second. If you haven't seen these promos this month, they're a pretty good deal. 190 PV order is going to get you an extra 2 bottles of oil. Both 15 milliliters, you're going to get a rosemary and a peppermint. 250 PV, you're going to get Morning Start Bath Gel. I got a chance to smell that for the first time ever just this last weekend, and I really liked it. That'll give you a jump start in the morning for sure. 300 PV, you're going to get the Evergreen Trio along with the bath gel and the rosemary and peppermint. The Evergreen Trio, those are 5 milliliters each of pine, Idaho balsam fir, and the new Northern Lights Black Spruce. That one just was released this last year at conference. And our newest level is 400 PV, where you can get your shipping costs reimbursed as credits on your account. And, of course, if you make this order as an Essential Rewards order, you're also going to get the bonus of a 5 milliliter bottle of tea tree oil. So those are our promos for this month, and hopefully you are taking full advantage of them, because if you count it all up, that is 6 bottles of oil free, plus the Morning Start Bath Gel and the shipping costs back. So our main topic for tonight, fun events to try in February. And you might be asking, what is the big deal about February? Why should we plan ahead for February events? What is the big deal? Okay, so there's several big things going on in February. That's first of all, and I'll touch those in just a minute. But the other thing about February is February has historically been just an incredible growth month. Every year since I started, it has been one of my biggest growth months each time proportionally. So it's really just an amazing time for approaching new people, for talking to old contacts, to making sure that you're taking care of the people you have. It's just a really good and exciting month, February and March are. So, and not only that, but we should be planning ahead to the next month. Right about now, about midway through the month, you should be looking ahead and getting some things on the calendar if you haven't done that already. So here's 3 or 4 things that I came up with that are additional reasons for jumping in on February a little bit early as far as getting your calendar set up, right? So there's the obvious. There's Valentine's Day. That's the obvious choice. But have you also considered St. Patrick's Day is midway through March. That's March 17th. And the Super Bowl is in February. So those are 2 times when people are having some festivities and things like that. So we'll touch on what can tie in with that in a minute. People start working on their taxes and getting their returns back in February. Also, finally, a lot of people begin following Lent. And this year, Lent is pretty early. That's February 10th it starts. So their focus is on giving something up and often also getting healthier in the process because they're giving up something that is not always so great for them. So those are some reasons that I came up with for looking ahead. I'm sure there are a dozen more reasons coming out that I've overlooked or that didn't come to me in my brainstorming session, but I figure those 4 is enough to cover our half hour that we usually allot for this call. So at the end of it all, February is just a great month to build. So that's what you need to hear more than anything else. So how about a few ideas to correspond to each one of these? Now, for me, the more I throw ideas out there, the more ideas I come up with. So hopefully you find that to be true too, and you can put some things onto the comments portion of our event page and share your ideas for other people to benefit from as well. Now, for Valentine's Day, how about some his and hers type events, all right? You could talk about oils that help with emotional and hormonal support for both men and women. Make and take ideas might include things like massage oils, body dust, beauty products like lip balm or aftershave, body rubs, things they can use together. How about a spa day? Every lady wants to be beautiful for her guy on Valentine's Day, so spa days are a really good time to get that going and to make to help her feel like her skin is at her best and that sort of thing. And finally, if you suggest to a guy, and I'm just going to put this out there, adult to adult here, that if his lady were more open to some cuddle time in the bedroom, don't you think that maybe it will mean that she'll be getting an oily gift next to her roses that day? It just might. So maybe a for guys only class isn't a bad idea, and you can present some ways that essential oils might benefit them both. So those are some ideas just for Valentine's Day. And like I said, there's more out there. There's lots and lots of ideas, but I'm fitting 4 topics into about another 10 minutes or so. So I look forward to hearing your ideas too. So the 2 big festive days that I mentioned, St. Patrick's Day, which I know is in March, but start planning early, and also the Super Bowl. There's lots of merrymaking going on for both of these days. If they don't have stuff ready beforehand in the morning, for the morning after, folks may wake up just a little bit sore in the noggin. So maybe a class on oils that might be useful for the big events of the day. Cooking oils, because everybody usually has some good stuff out on the table for their events, and maybe oils and supplements that will support good hydration. This might be an amazing time for a Ninja Red party. A body whose oxygen is more efficiently used is certainly a happier body, but it's also going to be one that can tolerate the extra festivities of the day. So those are some just quick ideas for St. Patrick's Day as well as the Super Bowl. And there are lots and lots of recipes on Pinterest and online that you can find that use essential oils that you can make for both of those days. And I know even like the Young Living blog, be sure to check that out. There are some recipes there. I know the one thing I thought of, we always make kind of like a beef stew for St. Patrick's Day. That certainly uses things like your oregano and thyme and different things like that. So just a couple of places to look. Our 3rd topic, tax returns. Now, this is when you are going to pick up your old lists. You're going to pick up, for me, that means talking and following up with those people that I met all through 2015 when I was doing vendor events. I have those in one particular